I've been staying up late lately, trying to figure out what to present here in the podcast. It happens in the daytime too. Yesterday, I stopped by a cafe near my house and nearly spent the whole day thinking so hard about this lesson, I hardly drank my coffee. But then I tried it, and I was deeply impressed by the deep flavor and rich aroma coming from that cup of joe.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right. Thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 819, when LY changes everything. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me for another episode of the Happy English Podcast. I'm your English teacher, Michael, and I'm so glad you've decided to tune in and check it out. Today, we're talking about something sneaky in English. Those little adverbs that look regular but don't act regular at all. You probably already know the usual pattern. Take an adjective like quick, add ly, and boom, you've got quickly. He's a quick runner. He runs quickly. Different words, but the same meaning. Easy peasy, right? But then you run into pairs like hard and hardly or high and highly, and suddenly it feels like the rules just disappeared. So, that's our topic today. Adjective and adverb pairs where the meaning changes when you add ly. Let's look at 6 of the most common and useful ones, starting with one of the most confusing sets of words, hard and hardly. As an adjective, hard means difficult. Like if someone says, yesterday's exam was hard, that means it was a difficult exam. And also, as an adjective, hard means the opposite of soft. A pillow is soft, but the bed frame is hard. Interestingly, the word hard is also an adverb, but the meaning is totally different. Like, when you work hard or study hard, you put in a lot of effort. So, if you say that Jenny studied hard for the exam, you're saying that she put in a lot of time and energy. So, hard, the adjective, means both difficult and firm. Hard, the adverb, means with a lot of effort or energy, like it rained hard this morning. And what about hardly? That flips everything. If you say, I hardly studied, you're saying that you almost didn't study at all. Interesting, right? I studied hard means I hit the books. But I hardly studied means I slacked off. I was lazy. It's the same thing with sleep. If I say I slept hard last night, it means I slept deeply, like a rock. But if I say I hardly slept, I'm telling you that I was tossing and turning. Maybe I got an hour of sleep at the most. So yeah, hard and hardly, super different. Now, how about late and lately? Late is simple. It's about being not on time, like, sorry I'm late, or Jack always comes to work late. But when you say lately, you're talking about something that's been happening recently. For example, I've been feeling really tired lately, or lately I've been trying to eat healthier. totally different meaning. And yeah, you can be late lately, as in lately, Jenny has been working late. All right, let's go to high and highly. High usually means something is physically up in the air, like the kite was flying really high, or that shelf is too high for me to reach. But highly is used more with opinions or things that are rated or judged. So you might hear someone say, "She's a highly skilled doctor," or "That book is highly recommended. You should check it out." Highly adds emphasis, kind of like saying very, but in a more formal or professional way. I highly suggest you visit that high mountain. Next on the list, near and nearly. If I say my office is near the train station, I'm talking about physical location, something close by. I live near a nice park. But nearly means almost, like I nearly missed my train this morning, or we are nearly done with the project. So near is about where something is. Nearly is about how close you are to doing something or not doing something. I nearly walked into the wall that was near me. Okay, let's move on to deep and deeply. Now, deep is usually about physical space, like we're swimming in a deep lake, or he took a deep breath before speaking. Deep can also mean very intense, like that artist often uses deep blue in her paintings, and this coffee has a deep flavor. But deeply is emotional. It's about something that affects you inside. You might hear someone say, "I'm deeply grateful for your help," or "She was deeply hurt by what he said." So again, deep and deeply are similar looking, but they are used in totally different ways. And last but not least, let's talk about free and freely. Free is the one we all love. It means at no cost. Like, the concert tickets were free, or help yourself, the snacks are free. Ha ha, nothing like a free donut, right? And free can also mean not restricted. Like, when you fly, you may hear an announcement like, "Attention passengers, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are free to move about the cabin." But freely is about doing something without restriction or hesitation, like she spoke freely about her experience living abroad, or the birds flew freely through the open window. So free is a thing you are or a thing without cost, and freely is how you do something. I'm going to guess that you've probably heard all of this vocabulary before, but maybe you didn't realize just how much the meaning shifts depending on that little ly. So, next time you hear someone say, "I hardly slept," or "he's highly respected," you'll know exactly what they mean, and you can start using these naturally yourself. And keep in mind, the best way to remember English like this, and any other word or phrase in English, is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. And remember this, you can get more practice using your English when you join my Podcast Learners Study Group. There, you can make new friends. Join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose podcast lesson 819. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible, and I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast is brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.